Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be playing around with some Glossier base products. So here they are. I have the skin tint and the stretch concealers. I do have 3 shades of the stretch concealers and I don't know if that is a bit excessive, but here you go. I can show you some options if you have a similar skin tone to me. This is going to be like any old review and wear test. I'm going to put them on my face, show you how they apply and show you how they last throughout the day. A little bit of a disclaimer, it is just a bit after lunchtime, so it's not gonna be a full day, but you'll get a good idea of how they wear. Without further ado, I'm just gonna put them on my face. I zoomed in a touch so you can see how it will apply. I'm gonna first go in with the Perfecting Skin Tint. So here it is, it's a little squeezy tube and I have it in the shade G9. It's sort of a tan shade for me. I can imagine in winter, when I'm a little bit paler, it's gonna be too dark for me, so I'll probably need to get a lighter shade. But at the moment, I've got a bit of a tan and this is sort of a summer product in my eyes. And because it's such a light coverage, you can get away with just getting a little bit of a darker shade and that will give you more of a sun-kissed complexion as well. So it retails for £20 and here is the shade range. Glossier says it's the land in between bare skin and makeup. It's a breathable, ultra-thin formula that evens out skin's appearance from a smooth, dewy finish. Diamond powder to give a brightening, soft focus effect, which minimises the appearance of pores, and glycerin to moisturise the skin. So it's going to be very light. Bear that in mind. If you have acne, it will not cover it. Before I apply that though, I am just going to go in with some skin prep. I'm going to take my Embryolisse Lait-Crème Concentrate. Very nice light moisturiser. I've taken a tiny bit of that and it should soak in pretty quickly. As you can see, it's a pretty runny formula. I realised I don't have a mirror. Be right back. I'm back. As you can tell, this G9 shade is quite yellow. I do have sort of yellow tones, so it works for me. But yeah, do bear that in mind when you're picking a shade. I'm going to use a brush. This is definitely a product that you can use your fingers with. I just hate how messy that gets. So one layer has given my skin a really nice tint, no coverage. It is practically see-through, but it has given my face some colour and it makes it look like it matches my body a lot more. Just for testing purposes, I'm just going to do another layer. I am going on holiday very soon to Lanzarote, so this product is definitely going to come up with me because it's that ultra lightweight, lets your real skin shine through, shows your holiday glow, just up the brightness a little bit, just a bit more accurate. Okay, and I've just worked the second layer into my skin and it has given me like a touch more coverage. Very light obviously, but it just adds a little bit more evenness to my face and just gives it a nice healthy glow. One thing I do really like about it is sort of the finish and how it looks on my skin. It doesn't look like makeup at all. It doesn't cling to any dry patches. It doesn't sit heavy. It looks like my skin, which I can get behind. It's a classic my skin but better sort of look. So yeah, there it is. I just dug my finger into one of them, which is really annoying. Here's the stretch concealers. We have G11, G10 and G9 at the end. So G10 is a bit pinkier and G11 and G9 is a bit more yellow toned, with G11 being the lightest. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of G10, which was the pinky one, and put a little bit under my eyes, sort of like a corrector. Now these concealers are really light and creamy. I don't normally apply concealer with my fingers because I just don't really like it. These I very much can get away with that because I feel like sometimes concealer is really difficult to blend with your fingers and it just doesn't look as smooth, whereas these do that. They do look smooth. On top of that, I'm just going to take G11, which is the lighter shade, to kind of go over the top and highlight a bit. These are a light coverage and I have seen people use these as foundation, which sort of gives like a light medium foundation, which does look really nice. I haven't done that personally, but I could imagine it would look really nice. If I did that, I would probably use G9, the same as what I used for the skin tint. These are really easy to work with. I have found myself reaching for them a lot on their own. Sometimes if I just want to look a little bit put together, if I'm running to the shops, or I just look extra tired one day but I don't want to do a whole face of makeup, these are really nice to just throw on. So here it is under my eyes. Still some darkness you can see when I do that, but overall they are just brightening. They look very smooth and hydrating. I have no complaint. I'm going to show you what G9 looks like on my face. I'm just going to use that to diffuse the edges a bit. So I have some scarring here. Let's just put that on top. See, I'm taking the tiniest amount as well. I feel like these pots would last me forever. See, look how easy that is. And let's go down my nose a bit because I do have a bit of a scar down there. And I think I'll be done. And there you go. So this is the Skin Tint and Stretch Concealer. Overall, my whole complexion just looks smooth, even, but still very much like my actual face. It is glowy. I don't know if that's coming across. I do need to powder it down a bit, which I will do. These are quite a quick throw on and go products. I'm gonna do the rest of my face with a really light makeup look and I'll be back. Okay, so I've gone in with a really light makeup look. I think that's added to the look a lot more. So here is how it looks close up. Maybe if I drop the brightness down a little bit, you can really see the texture. It's very smooth. I'm quite surprised because on my nose it did feel really slippery and it kind of was sliding over because I've got a bit of a scarred nose and sometimes products just don't sit very well on it, but it has just sort of sunk in. It looked a bit funny about 5 minutes ago, but now it looks really good. Giving it like 5 minutes, it sort of just melted into my skin even more. It does feel like there's nothing on my face, but when I do touch it, there is a slight sort of tackiness, even though I have a really light dusting of powder on the top. It is my like favorite sort of level of dewiness. I think so far, I'm really happy. It looks nice and smooth. Let's see how it wears, because if it just falls off my face, I won't like it. Okay. So I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna continue the rest of my day and I will check in a bit later to show you how it is wearing. See you in a bit. Hello, so it is about 6 hours later and the sun is starting to go down, so I thought I would show you how we're wearing after like a few hours of wear. So you maybe have to see, I am very shiny. It's kind of actually settled down, like my skin sort of reabsorbed the oils. I did look very almost sweaty at one point for no reason. Overall, I do think it looks nice. I have liked how my skin has looked when I've walked past it in the mirror, and I do think it just looks like my skin on a good day. Because it was so light coverage and didn't look heavy at all, it hasn't sort of broken down the way a normal foundation would. I don't look too melted is maybe the right words, but I did look very sweaty at one point, to the point where I considered powdering, but I held off so I could give an accurate review. But yes, if you have oily skin, you will hate this. You just will, because it just makes you look so shiny. And if you are someone that doesn't like shiny skin, you will also hate this. Overall, I think it is a really nice product for summer, and I do see myself using it just for easy summer days where I don't want anything heavy on my face, but I just want a little bit more, like, just make my skin look a little bit nicer. But this isn't a going out foundation. It won't last you forever. You won't look done up. It's done what I needed it to do for today because it's just been a lovely chill summer's day. It's a nice product if you are the target audience for it. If you aren't, you will hate it. I hope I've given you enough information to decide if it is the right product for you. I think that's all for this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see some more of me, and I hope to catch you again in the next one. Bye.